Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel. We're offended. You're offended. I am Kim. Sometimes when my other personalities let me talk. Hi, Tyler.
My name is Yuri. Well, I don't think Russians really
Привет.
roll their
Huh?
I don't think they really roll their R's. I don't think they're a rolling R country.
They do.
Do they? They're an R roller?
Привет. Yeah, they do it like yeah. They have it like in their tongue, like the. I can't do that. I can do the back of my throat, but I can't. I can't do it. Yeah, really.
You roll the back of your tongue. Oh, like that? Oh.
Yeah, but I can't at the front. I can't do it. Sounds like I'm weirdly breathing. My cousin actually took, Russian classes, and she does really well at rolling the R's with her tongue. I'm like, "You bitch."
You
She is.
really?
Yeah. She can roll her tongue really well. Creeper. If only y'all could see his face.
Okay. All right. Let's get this show under the road. Wait, no. On the road? How does that phrase go? Show on the
Let's
road.
get this
Yeah.
show on the road. Road on the show. I always say road on the show because I like to be different. I'm special.
Hey, so you can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Rumble. We're also available on shitty Facebook. You can check us out on Spotify and Anchor.
And anywhere else that you wanna listen to our podcasts, and we're also on Instagram, and we have a TikTok. So, yes, sorry, I had to intrude there because I feel like his whole introduction thing would take the entire podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, send us a message if there's anything you wanna listen to us talk about or complain about, or if you just don't agree with us and you wanna be a guest to, you know, tell us your side, we would love it. Just send us a message, and we will make it happen.
We're on TikTok.
Yes, and he loves it.
The fucking Chicoms. Um, what else are we on?
I
Oh,
already said it all.
you have a PayPal.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Okay, so a couple things.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Okay, well, it's not So Casual Friday, but it is Friday, so it's the end of the week. So,
But that's the intro and outro for everything.
not everything. That's not true. I'll start mixing it up a little bit. For like wacky Wednesdays, it'll be like wiki wiki. You know, just gonna have
So
another sip of my drink here.
so I'm trying to emulate. I was watching someone on a YouTube video or a series on YouTube. And this guy he wasn't really low energy, not like low energy, but he didn't really say anything entertaining. He wasn't funny. Like someone that I think was can you mute yourself please or something? Never mind.
I'm like, I am muted. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hear myself. Um a bit of an echo. Sorry, we're trying to set up some new stuff here. And yeah, so anyways, so there was this guy that I was watching. And literally I don't know. I don't wanna call the person out. But this person had over 10,000,000 subscribers. And it was mind-blowing to have 10,000,000 subscribers. 10,000,000 subscribers. And the guy was just like, his commentary detracted from what I was trying to watch. It literally detracted from it. So, I'm trying to emulate that. So, is it just having kinda just making general observations? So no, I don't know. I don't know how someone could have over 10,000,000 subscribers and like, okay, so I'll give one example. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they literally were giving information. So, anyone, please tell me. You know when you're talking to someone and they go, "Oh, I blah, blah, blah," but they just recite what they literally just told you? Like, if the fucking thing's any closer, it's gonna be up my ass.
I'm sorry, it was just like when you were like, "Oh, do you remember when someone says," and then you cut out for a second. Sorry. Yeah, we got some issues here, guys. Sorry.
Do I have to be, like, right here?
Yes, sir. I want you making out with that microphone.
Okay. So, you know when someone says, something like, "Well, I was just thinking." So, well, I don't know, I'll kinda an example would be, well, I seen Kim just she was vaping on her vape, and I was thinking, "Oh, wow, is that how you smoke a vape?" Like, "No shit, you just fucking reiterated what you were just thinking, and you're trying to I don't get it. I don't get why that's a thing, and people have to reiterate what their thought was."
You know what? We actually had this conversation a little while ago because, to be completely honest, like I'm fully guilty of doing that too. Where I walked in and I'm like, "Oh, that's what you're cooking." I just came in and was thinking to myself, "What the hell is he making in here?" And now I see it. So see, I'm totally like outwards talking my inner dialogue here, which was absolutely unnecessary. You're welcome.
Yeah. So, the guy was kinda it was doing stuff like that, and, I would say probably how much more? Do I need to enunciate more? Are you happy now? Are you happy with the fucking with this? Is this working for you? Huh? Am I
Yes,
doing
it is.
good? Huh? Please.
It is. Literally, as soon as you went just like a millimeter lower than your mouth, all of a sudden you started cutting out again. I'm just, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do these silent
Okay.
cues to tell you. And then you got to bring it up into the show. So now it's all awkward and everybody's listening to this. Hi, guys.
Angina.
Don't start with a conjunction.
But so yeah, I don't know. Like a YouTuber that I watch, like it's Civvy11, and I think he's funny. He's very, like, sarcastic kinda humor. He when he tells his jokes and stuff like that, and it's all, like, video game related. But, yeah, now for 10,000,000 and you just go, "Hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you following me through this, and I'm having a lot of fun."
Well, what is that? Oh my God. What was that actor's name that was like super monotone? Ben Stein?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't get it.
but he was actually funny. Like, he leaned into the fact that he was monotone. "Hello, this is Ben Stein." But he did have, like, a little bit of a inflection, but not a lot. Yeah, he was quite monotone. "Yay." Like that type of stuff. But
Ah, a meteor. Ah, someone help. I remember doing that when I was at the cabin. Sorry, this totally just came to my mind with one of my besties. And I know you're listening, so you're totally going to remember this, but we were totally doing this in the water. And she was just like, ah, a meteor. Ah. And this was like a bit for us for like a good 10 minutes. We had like a huge crack about it. It was good times. It's many years
like,
ago, but yeah, it was funny.
you guys are doing cocaine?
Absolutely not.
Hmm. Okay. Well, now that, I've gotten my inner, YouTube Let's Player out, thanks for following me in this adventure.
You know what? I don't know understand, like, okay, with people like that, or when you have other videos that, like, our kids watch that are just super loud, annoying noises, or they're just like, I don't even know, like, someone will say something, and they cut to somebody else making a strange face, and then that's it. Like, "Oh, okay." Like, it's just they're so dumb, and I don't understand, and they're so popular. Like, I can't even like, I'm really sorry, guys. Like, as much as I would love this podcast to be huge, I can't be dumb. I just can't bring myself to be that mindless and retarded. And oh, see, that's gonna offend somebody. Sorry. Anyway, but it works in the context of what I'm talking about because I'm not going to bring myself and dumb myself backwards, just to make somebody laugh and, get some views. Like that's just so dumb to me. I don't get it.
Alright, speaking of retards, so this is from the province. This is from province.com, our article that we're looking at, and, so it is titled, "Walmart CEO makes staff take race-based training." What? How much what? Is it okay, this microphone is literally against my mouth. Oh,
Now it's in his mouth. How's that?
race-based training. Okay, so Walmart CEO makes staff take race-based training that teaches white is not right. Huh. Okay, so I guess the program reportedly kicked off with the claim that the US is a white supremacy system designed by white Europeans. So one thing that was one quote I did want to pull from this. More than 1,000 Walmart executives have had to undergo race-based training that forces them to confront their white privilege and asserts that white people are guilty of white supremacy thinking, claims a whistleblower. So Walmart is a massive corporation, a globalist corporation. They've made their how's that? Is that better? Okay. All right. Hmm. So Walmart is a massive multinational corporation. They make more money than, well, more money than probably any of you will ever see in your lifetime, and it's astounding that they've made how much money that they've made is now being extracted to other countries where they literally employ slave labor, where, you have people killing themselves, you have businesses collapsing. Really? No, you just did that right into the mic. Oh, I heard. If anyone heard her vaping into the microphone, please leave a thumbs down, please. Thumbs down. Fucking nuke it.
How
N
my microphone is me. Oh, it's because we're talking through Discord and that one's an open mic. That's what's doing it. So you're still hearing it through Discord, but on the recording system, you're not. I
I'm
hope
about
not.
I'm about to open mic you through the fucking window.
Sorry. Listen, I'll be a little bit more cognizant about it. And if you really can hear the vaping, we're at 13 minutes right now. I'm going to go back and listen to that later. And I really hope that that's not the case because if so, super sorry.
Okay, well, this is turning into an absolute shit show of an episode. But okay, so Walmart, they've made millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's quite insane to see. So here, I'll look at it this way. When was it ever punk rock to side with massive corporations? When was it really cool? When was that? Yeah, we're fighting for this now. Like, does anyone remember during COVID, Walmart was all for all other businesses shutting down because it crushed the competition. I I don't know. That's it's mind blowing that they're starting to doesn't it feel like does it feel like pandering when a company starts to take that stance? Like when they start championing your thing and like, you're just a business. You're just a corporation. I don't know why we're having, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I
trying
I don't know. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Personally, I don't remember ever being like, "Yeah, Walmart, they're so cool," or any corporations. Like you have your what is that? Ben and Jerry's, that the ice cream place that had to have to put their 2 cents in. well, Coca-Cola, can't forget about Coca-Cola, guys. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Okay, sorry, there was a bit of a break there, but, yeah, anyways, but yeah, so Nestle is another company that has a terrible track record, and I don't know, we tried we tried to actively not buy anything from Nestle because I don't support companies that do that type of stuff. Like their whole thing in Africa where they got mothers addicted to formula, and then when the kids couldn't or then when the mother stopped producing breast milk, they, they gave the first sample away for free, and then the second time, well, you gotta pay for it. And there was massive amounts of starvation that was happening. So, these massive companies literally will put dollars before people. And Walmart has done that over and over again. All these massive places have sold out the country in which they've made their millions, and now they're gonna kind of turn their back on it. I don't know if it's just the US is just falling apart and like North America is just falling apart. But I guess to kind of continue on with this article, so it says the program reportedly kicks off with the claim that the US is a white supremacy system designed by white Europeans for the purpose of assigning and maintaining white skin access to power and privilege. Okay, this is the type of stuff that pisses me off because North America in general is actually quite accepting of other cultures and other religions. There are quite a few other countries that are not so friendly to outsiders and should like the thing I'll always bring up is the NDP leader, Jagmeet Singh. He was a terrorist sympathizer that they were actually seeking the extermination of another group. I don't know, maybe I'm a little old fashioned, but I'm not a big fan of that type of rhetoric.
No, you're not?
No, I know
Weird.
I for me, I don't really find marginalizing groups and finding one group is better than others.
Huh. Well, isn't that kind of what they're teaching our kids in school nowadays?
Yeah. Yeah, literally to hate yourself if you're white.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because that's apparently absolutely horrible. So, all you people out there who are Ukrainian, Polish, Greek, Italian, German, Russian. Oh, the list can just keep going here. Scottish.
Slavic. Unless you're Slavic.
Oh,
Slavic are the only people that are white that are considered marginalized group.
oh, okay. So, but all you other whiteys out there, don't you dare be proud of your heritage or your background because it's frowned upon because of your light colored skin, your lack of pigment. Yeah, you're a bunch of racists.
Well, and I thought we kind of the whole idea with like Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement and all that type of stuff was to see everyone as equals.
I thought so, but apparently we went from Martin Luther King trying to create equality and unity for everybody to now all of a sudden it's turned into segregation again and we've gone completely backwards. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but if I were Martin Luther, I'd be rolling around my grave right now going, what the hell is wrong with people? But what do I know? I'm just a whitey.
Yeah, it's but the thing is like for anyone to think like this stuff ends up tearing us apart. Like you end up dividing people more and more. And if I can make a crazy assumption, there are a lot of countries that actually want the North American ideology to fall. So actually, you know what? Let's get into this other article. Like, you know what? This will tie in together. So this was from CTV News, and it is titled "So China condemns the U.S. and Canada for sending warships through the Taiwan Strait." Oh, yeah, yeah. The Chinese military on Sunday condemned the United States and Canada for each sending a warship through the Taiwan Strait last week, saying they were threatening peace and stability in the region. That phrasing, and China plays this game very well. They're very good at manipulating and twisting people's or twisting nations, what they're doing and what they're saying. They've been playing this game for decades. Decades. We're finally just realizing the amount of money that is pumped into North America, the amount of industries that have been sold out to Chinese companies. Or sorry, let me rephrase that. China doesn't have companies; they have government-run businesses. So they've been putting more and more pressure on Taiwan. They've been quite pointed in how they're talking about Taiwan, that everyone is well, according to China, Taiwan doesn't exist. Taiwan is a part of China.
I was just about to say, what is this place you're talking about? What is Taiwan?
You know, like people forget, like during the World Health Organization. I think we brought this up before. Like the World Health Organization was literally just denied anything about Taiwan. The lady was asking, well, that it could be transmitted from person to person. China was saying, no, it can't be transmitted from person to person. And Taiwan is saying, oh, yes, it is. And the interviewer or the guy that was being interviewed, when the lady asked, oh, well, have you guys considered any of the information that Taiwan has brought up? And he just kind of blank stares into a Zoom call and says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. She said, well, I'll reiterate it for you, which is typically what you do in an interview. If you didn't hear the question or you didn't understand it, you restate the question. And so he says, "No, that's okay. You can ask me something else." And so she makes another like lead up question regarding Taiwan, and he just ends the call.
Wow. Wow. What a piece of shit. Wow.
But this is the type of stuff that we're dealing with. World Health Organization was saying, sorry, I was fixing my glasses, was pushing all this stuff, and the World Health Organization was just eating it hook, line, and sinker. So now when they start saying other things, that calls everything else into doubt. It's the basis of hearing truth from a liar. I can't remember how that expression goes. Even in the mouth of the liar, the truth becomes doubtful.
Ain't that the truth?
Um, Shut up. But so when you're seeing one thing brought up and information completely disregarded, and you see the amount of influence and the type of rhetoric that China has actually been making directly on Taiwan, and the US and North America has a duty to protecting Taiwan. So if China takes Taiwan, it's not that hard for them to go after Japan, to go after Australia. And so I'll say this: the reason it's so hard to invade the United States, and I believe it was the Chinese said it exactly. Behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun.
Damn right.
When you have a rising superpower that is expected to supersede or to overtake the United States, which is our biggest trade partner, when they are expected to overtake them in GDP, and they say, we won't invade them because everyone and their dog is armed.
See, and to me, I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, fuck yeah. Honestly, like, if I was going to be thinking of invading someplace, if I knew that I was going to walk into a place and it's literally turned into a gun show because everybody who is there is going to whip out a gun from their purse or their freaking belts or whatever, I would definitely be a lot more apprehensive about doing it and not want to do it because then it's just you're
Well,
putting yourself in a bad situation. But then you have a place like here where what? I mean, all of our guns as soon as COVID hit started getting taken away. So, and you're not allowed to walk around with guns, like they do in the United States. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that's one thing that the fact that they're able to protect their homes, protect their property, protect their families, I think that's completely admirable, and you should be able to do that. And the fact that Canada doesn't allow something like that, I think is absolutely ridiculous. Because you better believe if I had somebody break in and they were threatening my family, I would be defending my family, and I would
Oh,
go to jail for it, which is sick.
well, and I think the thing that I brought up before is like I think we I can't remember if we talked about this like on air or not, but in terms of defensive uses of weapons is in the millions. So just by having one is a deterrent. Someone actually having to use one is significantly lower. And so for so I think the United States has it's something like I think it's something like 6 or 7 guns per citizen.
Oh, dang.
Like obviously some people have a lot more and there's quite a few people that just don't, but in terms of per person it's an insane number. There like when people say like there are more guns than there are people in the United States, that's totally true. But if you think even like their military, it's something only like it's like 1% of their population actually serves in the military. And that's small. That's a relatively small amount. 1% as opposed to every like almost every other country.
That is a small amount for one of the, hmm, strongest armies, I guess. That's quite low.
Yeah. Like I know South Korea, I believe Russia, Israel, all of them have mandatory enlistment.
I don't know
But
why. No offense to any of the Russians out there, but I could totally, like, just picture them, like, five-year-old kid. "Okay, here's your gun. Merry Christmas. You go to war now."
not
Like
far off. It's not far off. But but so you see like a lot of electronics come out of Taiwan. That is where massive amounts of, you know, all our computers, everything has computers in them now. Well, where do you think a lot of that gets manufactured? In Taiwan. And Taiwan is starting to gear up because there's an expectation that there's going to be some type of conflict. So,
I gotta say I would not be or would not wanna be in Taiwan's shoes right now, with having somebody like China coming after you and telling the world that you don't exist. I think that's kind of a scary thing.
yeah, so in this article it says right here, Taiwan is part of Chinese territory. Sorry, hold on, let me say that like them. Taiwan, no, I can't do a Chinese accent, sorry. Theater. Okay, so Taiwan is part of Chinese territory. Theater forces always maintain a high level of alert and resolutely counter all threats and provocations. Seems really weird them saying that, hey? That it is Taiwan is a part of China. But Taiwan says that like no, we're exclusively democratically elected as opposed to a dictator. Yeah, and China has been flying more planes into Taiwanese airspace. Actually, yeah, fuck, it says right here, Taiwan's defense minister said on Sunday that 3 Chinese aircraft, 2 J-16 fighters, and an anti-submarine aircraft flew into the ADIZ again. So I think that's the area between Taiwan and China.
Well, in the beginning of the article, it says China sent around 150 aircraft into the zone over a 4-day period beginning October 1st, and a further heightening of tension between Beijing and Taipei. That
Taipei.
has okay, that has sparked concern internationally. 150 aircrafts. That is
Yeah.
insane, and I feel um just a tad over dramatic, I think.
No, but they're continuing to escalate this tension. If you see after what happened in Afghanistan with how the withdrawal took place there, everyone's looking at the United States as though, can we rely on them? And even worse to that. So I said, one of our biggest trade partners, we've gone to wars together. The United States and Canada have gone to wars together. We have bled together as countries. And the US is saying that Canada is a security threat because of the Chinese influence in Canada.
That's gotta raise a couple red flags there. Anybody who is listening of any importance, Trudeau.
Yeah. Well, no, he's openly supported it. He said that he is in awe of how they are able to change their economy and how they're able to dictate policy. So no, he's in total support of a communist dictator.
That's my point. Is that he's the one that's completely in support of it for, and that's what's making Americans worried and feel like Canada or Canada. Oh yeah, see?
American,
I might be.
down damn Canadians.
Like Canada might potentially be a security threat to them. That's gotta, I don't know, open somebody's eyes a little bit, I feel. But
Well, and so this ties into the other article about Walmart. Is Walmart made its millions in North America. The companies used to build the products that are sold in Walmart. There's a great book, and it was by Jeff Rubin, and one I read it once, and I ended up reading it probably I think I'm on my 4th or 5th time reading this book, and it's called Jeff Rubin, or it's called The Expendables: How the Middle Class Got Screwed, um, by obviously Jeff Rubin, and he's a Canadian economist, and, hearing his story, like, he props up, Trump in certain ways in regards to the economy. But, Walmart made their millions when people in their own country produce that products. Now it's all being made in China, and literally China is is dumping the American dollar. So China buys a lot of American debt, and then they take that money and they invest it into other countries. While the US tries to spread democracy, through bombs, China's just, "Hey, you know what? Do whatever you want as long as we get our cut. We'll build your infrastructure, we'll help you, but we're not gonna play in your politics, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna basically buy you out, you know, buy out your property, buy out your land, and then, when it comes to pay the bill, well, you can't, okay, well, then we're just gonna own this stuff now." So, then there's a lot of companies that are developing, like, almost every economist is talking about China as like the new United States in terms of the economy. And this
bleh.
is and this the one thing, well, actually, there's a couple things that I find crazy is you have more freedoms in China than you do in terms of business than you do in the United States.
How so?
In terms of laws, regulations, the government will let you do whatever you want as long as you toe the company line. And by company, I mean the government. So the government's in control of all of that. But yeah, you can literally have businesses where you steal IP, where you do anything and everything. You force manufacturing to come to your country, and it's just the government says, "Hey, we want our cut. We want our cut." But you can run your business as much as you want. There's no labor rights. We don't have we don't have that amount of freedom, and that should be scary because the US was an absolute economic juggernaut. It was a machine that could not be stopped. But, you know, if you look at it, like, in terms of, like, COVID, well, you basically slammed the brakes on that train, and now you're trying to get that whole machine moving again. When you put everything at an absolute stop, I don't know. It's and then, the division of that we need to have marginalized groups and people need to feel oppressed. China and Russia love it, love it, because it divides us. It divides North America,
Well,
where
yeah,
we literally fight with each other.
it's so much easier to take over a country when the country is divided.
Yeah, one will say, "Hey, good, good. Please come in, take over the government." There will be people like that. They hate the government so much.
Yep.
And I've brought this up before. I don't know why the government is involved in any industries, period. I don't know why they're in the housing market. I don't know why they're in the gasoline market. I don't know why they're in insurance. I don't know why they're fuck name it. In the transportation and logistics industry. I don't understand why they have their fingers in it. I don't trust the government to run a bath, and I've said it before, let alone to actually run a country. The last thing they know how to do is to run a business. But yet they're going to tell you, well, these laws and regulations are here to literally put you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, 100%.
And I know when we've talked about, before about, I'm a fan of like a utopia. If resources weren't scarce, if we all got along and all held kumbaya, sang kumbaya.
We're gonna hold it. Yeah.
So, sing kumbaya around a forest or fuck, dude, around a forest.
I can English.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to learn Mandarin. Um, whatever. You understand what stupid I'm trying to get out of my face, but we all in this world, we don't all share the same type of ideology. Some people want to rule, other people want to be ruled, and other people want to just be left alone. You can't make everyone feel that same way. It's like 1984 where you were told what to think, you were told what to do, and some people just they're not about it. So,
Yeah, no, I agree. Go back into that, the Walmart article, or what I'm gonna call now Woke Mart.
yep.
According to the whistleblower, discussions about racial conditioning are then conducted in racially segregated groups because different races have, in quotations, their own work to do in understanding and addressing racism. Employees who are racial minorities suffer from constructed racist oppression and internalized racial inferiority. Inferiority. Oh my God, I can talk.
Inf-
Thank you.
inferiority.
Inferiority. Yeah, there we go. And begin to believe all the negative messages they receive as persons of color or as document states myths promote by a racist system. Trainers are allegedly taught about the struggles of employees of color, while all while being made to feel guilty of white privilege and internalized racial superiority. And this is the disgusting thing that is going on in the world today, not only in jobs, in schools. You're literally, if you're a lighter pigment, made to feel guilty over something that had happened a long time ago or something that had happened that had absolutely nothing to do with you. And instead of people just coming together and trying to be a unity,
Like we all hate the government. Let's just all hate the government. Can we
right?
just agree that the government sucks?
Yes, I think we can. Let's all form a freaking club. And I don't care what color, what size, what height, what eye color, gender. I don't give a shit. Like, we're supposed to be in a day and age where you're literally coming together and we're all treated equally. And we're literally going backwards where everything is being segregated and everybody is being ripped apart. So they literally just took racism against one culture or somebody with higher pigment in their skin and now twisted it around to people who are pigment challenged. Like you're trading one for the other instead of actually just trying to fight for equality and unification. Like It makes absolutely no sense to me, and the fact that there are so many people out there that do not realize that this is going on. Like,
I don't think so.
nobody should be walking around feeling guilty or bad because of how they were born.
Well, we were brought up, and I brought this up before. Grew up watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air, watching, uh, what the fuck was that? This one with Steve Urkel.
Family Matters,
Yeah, like and I never thought like,
Cosby Show.
well, hold on, careful with that one. Was he America's grandpa or something? America's dad?
I don't
And now
know.
he's "Hey there, wooden bub and sticking them in the boo," or however he
Now
talks.
now he's America's pervert.
Yeah. But so, you know, the thing is, it'd be one thing if people like the people that are pushing for this, they know what they're looking for. Like they're happy that they see companies doing that and they think that they're on the right side. I think we talked about this um that there are countries that literally you are literally seen as higher class because of your skin color. The more white you are, you're actually seen as a higher status.
Yes,
Like,
and I have a friend that was from India, and it was the same thing. Like, she was the one telling me because I remember hearing about it and didn't really know whether it was just somebody talking or if it was actual factual. But she had said, like, she is lighter skinned, but not the lightest. She's kinda considered more middle class, where other people in different parts in India or whatever, they have lighter colored skin. Even some have lighter colored eyes, whether they're green eyes, blue eyes. Ashwari Rai, a good example, beautiful, beautiful woman. But people like that are considered to be more high class. Now you have the Indians that have darker colored skin, they're considered less than, lower class, the poor. When you have, yeah, it's kind of crazy in that way.
yeah, so for people to say that North America is racist is so disingenuous when we accept other cultures. When we, you know, there's a little Italy, there's a little, there's a Chinatown, there's, all these different types of little niche communities. And we don't say, "Oh, you can't have that. You're not allowed to do that." No, we encourage it. Bring your culture here. And one thing that I've always found really, really frustrating is, in Canada, when they do the census, they say like, "Where are you from?" What I should be saying is, "Well, I'm from Canada," but they won't accept that. "Where are you from?" But I was born in Canada. Well, no, what's your ancestry? Well, I don't know. I'm Italian, Ukrainian. I'm Métis. Like, so I'm that. Oh, okay. But there's like, it's starting to become more and more prevalent that, hey, North America isn't your home anymore. You shouldn't be here. And there was I don't know. It makes me feel personally like this isn't my home. When I have to, well, when they, in schools and during government stuff, it's, "Oh, this is Treaty 1 land, and this was owned by blah, blah, blah before it was taken by the evil white man." And here's a little funny one. Everyone says, "Oh, uh, Europeans came over and gave all the aboriginals or the natives, they gave them smallpox," which is funny because germ theory didn't come out till, like, what, 19 it was Dr. Lister. I think he actually was the one that's where Listerine comes from. Did you know that, Kim? It was from Dr. Lister.
I did not know that actually.
But yeah, I think it was like 19 or like early, like, 1900s or late 1800s, germ theory? When was germ
Okay,
theory?
so Joseph Lister, uh, he was born in 1827 and died in 1912. So
When was germ theory? Sorry, she's just looking it up.
I know, sorry. Um, 1862.
Okay. So, uh, I think when we started, when the evil white man came here and started giving, the native people smallpox blankets, um, I don't think germ theory was even known.
Um, I don't think. Yeah, you're thinking of the wrong person. It's not the Lister guy. It was Louis Pasteur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Dr. Lister, was he well, I guess he discovered oral hygiene then, or like, no, it was, no, it had something to do with germ theory, because I believe it was Dr. Lister that actually, like, during operations, like, wash your hands. It's
Experimental pathologist and pioneer of antiseptic surgery.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so he really revolutionized the medical industry of, "Hey, wash your hands when you're, jamming your fingers into somebody's wounds. Maybe wash up a little bit."
Right?
Like, we don't even think about that. But, yeah, that's it. But so, that's whatever, that's neither here nor there, but, it's just kinda funny that they say the evil white man gave these people diseases that they didn't even know. It wasn't even a thing. Like, they used to think the bubonic plague would be cured with, posies. That's where the, Ring Around the Rosie came from. It was literally about the bubonic plague.
I don't know if it's I'm gonna have to look that up, but I had heard it wasn't that they thought that it would cure it, is that they would put
But
posies in
wait.
their pocket to help with the smell of
Oh,
all
I
the
believe it.
rotting people everywhere. I'll have to look that up, but
But it's, ugh. Like, that's literally a nursery rhyme about a absolutely debilitating disease. But, okay, I don't know. Is there anything else? So we can't buy at Walmart anymore. Um,
yeah, woke mart. No, I'm good.
but, like, you know, if anyone that's opposing this, like, would you be okay with someone saying, "Hey, we don't want your kind here"? Like, that's not progressive. That's regressive. That is literally abolishing any type of civil rights movement. That's literally undoing it, saying that segregation is good.
Yeah.
No black, like, there are things where they say no whites allowed. Like, if any of this was the on the other foot, if someone said, "Hey, those black folk, get out of here."
But the thing is that's the fucked up thing, is that it used to be. It used to be that way, which was disgusting. That
Yeah.
people even used to do that where, the black people couldn't they had their own bathrooms, they couldn't go on, they had their own buses, they couldn't the fact that that was even a thing is just disgusting in itself. But the fact that we're sitting at 2021, okay?
2022,
Yeah.
on the cusp of 2022.
Yeah, right? So, we're sitting at this point now, and they're literally doing it all over again. They've literally shifted from someone with a lot of pigment to less than pigment or less pigment or whatever. They've literally just switched it around. And the fact that it was a big deal when it was transpiring back in the day, against the African Americans, etc., which was bad. Well, now they're saying that it's okay if we do it to the white people, because you know what? The white people are the ones that did it before. So 100 years later, I know it's not really 100 years, but a bajillion years later, we're just going to switch it around and
Even
do it to them.
closer. Even closer.
I know, right? But it makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. That anybody in their right mind would be sitting there going, you know what? Yeah, all these shitty things happened. So what can we do? I know. Let's fuck over the white people.
Well, no, let's resegregate. Like, people are arguing for, hey, back then, there were black communities and black businesses, and there was a black Wall Street, there was a black whatever, black reserve, like all this type of stuff. But, the white man came in and said, "Well, no, you need to play by our rules now." Oh, is that what you're looking up? There was a black Wall Street? Oh,
No.
but, it was like two parallel societies living together. You unfortunately, you can't really have that in a stable country. Yeah, it's so tiring to see this stuff over and over again, and I hope beyond all things that my kids understand that, hey, you don't judge someone based on the color of their skin. That's wrong. That's inherently wrong.
100%.
No, you judge someone whether what do they do? Are they a good person or a bad person? As simple as that. It has nothing to do with skin color. Yeah. What are you typing up over there?
Hold
No?
on. Hold on. I'm trying to math. Just give me a second.
Oh, okay. But I don't know. I would love to hear. Like, are you? Does it make you happy seeing corporations are pandering to you? You have Gay Pride Month, and then you have, what was it? They just had like coming out day, and they had
What?
all this. Oh, it's not only do they get an entire month for Gay Pride, but the people that make ultimate sacrifices. Fuck them. Oh, Black History Month. Give him the short day. Give him the shitty month. So I don't know. I don't know. Are you okay with a company pandering to you, saying, "Hey, we're here for you," while they're literally okay with shutting down businesses,
I don't
or telling people that you're, because of your skin color, you're inferior or you're superior because of your skin color.
I
What?
don't know. No. I don't think any of that is right. I don't think anybody should have to go to their job and either feel less than because of the color of their skin. Any color of their skin. I don't care if you're freaking purple. You shouldn't go to a job and feel less than because the color of your skin. And the fact that they're still doing this and they're literally beating into you that everywhere you go, whether it's your job or your school, that, you're bad because, and you're racist and all this stuff. And that is absolutely not true. Okay. I was born blonde haired. Okay. I got blue eyes. My hair isn't blonde anymore naturally, but I got blue eyes. Well, I guess I'm a white supremacist. I'm a racist, which is beyond the most exaggerated, far thing from the truth ever. And it's not fair that people are walking around telling people because of these things, you're racist. No, I'm
Oh,
not. Like, how dare you even assume that?
yeah, no, it's like I said, I would love to hear some in the comments about that type of stuff. Are you okay with massive corporations that have sold out, your own country's wealth, has has benefit from some tax laws, have actually paid for people so that you are unable to work, or have started to champion causes. Like, honestly, now when I see like all companies put like a gay pride logo on, I'm less inclined to actually do business with you, just because you're pandering so fucking hard. How about you just give like whatever services that you do and leave it at that. I don't understand why there has to be politics in video games. I don't understand why there has to be politics in movies, like action movies. Oh, well, we have to show the white guy that he gets shown a lesson by this transgender uh, black character. Like, it's it's so disheartening, it's so disconcerting with the pandering. But please, I would love to hear, like, are you more inclined to do business with a business that has co-opted your a movement or a co-opted an ideology? I don't even know if you wanna call that, like, I don't know. I don't know what you would consider that. It's not an ideology, I guess a movement. Are you more inclined to do business with them, or are you less inclined to do business with them?
See, me personally, like, and again, like people, because everybody is a bunch of snowflakes these days, um, they'll hear comments like this and right away attack and be like, "Oh, you're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're racist and stuff," because of the things that might be coming out of our mouths. But if you're actually listening to what it is that we're saying is so far from the truth, it's not even funny. When I see a business that, or let's say a movie that's all like, "Oh, gay pride," or this or that, or business, I'm kind of like, "Okay, cool." Like, I don't know why it is that you have to advertise
That's when they
that.
ram it down your throat.
Yeah, yeah. But, like, I don't understand why they have to advertise that, "Hey, we're okay with this." Well, good, as you should be. This is for me, it's an expectation that people should be, um, human to one another and empathetic and just be supportive regardless of your sexual preference, your gender, your whatever. Like, it's okay, good, you're being human. Like, why are you advertising that? Like, it just, when I see, if I were to see a movie that, now there is this transgender woman that was in Orange is the New Black. Her name is Laverne Cox. My God, is she beautiful. But if I were to see her in a movie, I wouldn't be sitting there thinking to myself, "Oh, that's just so amazing. They put a transgender in the movie and I'm going to go watch it just because of that." No, she's a fantastic actress. She's absolutely gorgeous. My God. I mean, this, anybody who doesn't know who she is, look her up. She is gorgeous. I like, I'm jealous of her. But like, I would just be like, "Oh, fantastic." Like, they're giving equal opportunity to people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not, okay, well, I'm going to be more inclined to go see it because of this, or because somebody's advertising that they're pro Black Lives Matter, whatever. Again, you should be pro human, pro people. Like, just be a good person.
Well, see, and it's when they ram it down your throat. It's when they do stuff like that. Like, hey, like everyone shit on the Ghostbusters movie because, it's not that it's because it's a bunch of women. No, it has nothing to do with it being a bunch of women. It has to be with it being, you know, a bunch of nerds like the Ghostbusters franchise. They like the story. They could relate with those characters. So, I'll look at it this way. So, do women relate with most women making queef jokes? Like, is that what? If it is, please then tell me I'm wrong. Where it's not.
I feel when I see things like that, like, there's quite a few all female cast movies that I have seen that are very, it's like they're trying way too hard. And to me, it's a try hard thing where they're okay, um, we're gonna make this most absurd joke and this most offensive thing because it's, we're gonna get some laughs. Like, it's, but instead of it actually being something that's just natural and funny, like, you're trying too hard to be over the top
Well,
and be
yeah, it's
like, "Well,
very
I'm allowed to do this because I'm a woman." Well,
yeah, it's a very ham-fisted approach, but like I don't think people would have as much of a problem until like the director came out and showed all the people that worked on it were saying, "Look, it's all women. All women can make a movie too."
yeah, no
Okay.
shit. Why would you think anything that you couldn't? Like, why does that
But
have to be a thing?
But that's not the worst of it. They were saying the reason why the movie did so poorly is because of a bunch of misogynists, because guys don't like women in movies.
Horseshit. It has nothing to do with the fact that men don't like women in movies. It has a lot to do with the fact of, well, look at your attempt of humor. Like it wasn't like I'm I joke around and say like I'm more like a dude than a chick because of my sense of humor and stuff like that. But even me watching that, I was kind of like, okay. Like it screamed like you're trying too hard. Like if you just would have been more natural, like Melissa McCartney is a hilarious woman. But if you would just be more natural and would have been trying not to be so over the top, it would have been much better. It would have been a much better movie. And the fact that you have to like, look, it's all women making it. Women can make movies. Yes, no shit, women can make movies. Women have been making movies for years. Why does this have to be at the forefront? Like, why are you have to push this? And why are you trying to like what is the word I'm looking for? Like who are you trying to tell this to? Like everybody knows women can make movies. Everybody knows women are
Oh,
actresses. Like why do you have to like shove this at people and like who are you trying to impress here? I don't get it.
well, it's like it's that pandering. It's the ham-fisted approach, and it seems really weird. So here's an example. I mean by like companies pandering to you. So Spider-Man, Spider-Man apparently is gay now, or he's black, or what is he? He's black. Spider-Man's black now. Superman's gay.
Yeah.
Batman is well, he's probably going to become some kind of closeted something or other.
Who was the one
Like,
that was bi? Someone just came out as being bi, which
well,
is
it's
fucking
Superman.
retarded. I
Superman.
thought that was gay, but whatever. Fine.
Yeah, but it's like okay. Don't you feel cheated when like they just take something and then just throw a label on it? Like this is the thing. Who the thing about Superman was never that he was he's a heterosexual. No, he is like the embodiment of like good to a fault. Like he is the epitome of being good. That he would help people. That was Superman's story.
Yeah.
That he was the last of his kind, and he came to Earth and he was helping people. That was it. That was his story. It wasn't, hey, look at the rack on that lady. No, he helped everyone.
What I don't understand is that I guess where my confusion or my why comes into effect is the okay, so everybody grew up with Superman, Clark, and Lois, okay? Just like Spider-Man was what? Peter Parker and
Or
Mary.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Mary Jane.
yeah. So the thing is like this is how you grew up. You grew up with these people as couples or whatever, just like, your parents, your mother and father, your mother and mother, your father and father, whatever. But okay, so they're taking these characters that have been around for a bajillion years, and this is how they were. This is how you know them. But nay, 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 nay. Superman is now gay. That didn't mean to rhyme, but it totally did. But for me personally, like I would find it more cool that instead of taking Spider-Man and making him black, or taking Superman and making him gay, would be, hey, maybe use that little think brain that you got going on in your above your neck there and come up with a new character, a different superhero that is black. They had the Black Panther, which was freaking awesome. They had I cannot remember for the life of me what his name was, but Iron Man's sidekick.
Sidekick.
Yeah. But
Actually, the one thing I found funny with Black Panther, they were protecting themselves from the outside world. They
yeah.
literally built a wall to keep outsiders out.
They built a wall, guys.
Like you're secretly like Trump. So
But yeah, but then that's the thing. Like then they have like other characters that they've brought out, whether it's in cartoon form, Moana. Oh my god.
Spawn. Spawn was a black like, and that Spawn was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
lost his wife. He that was like the thing is like with comic books, it's things you can relate to. Those are like coming of age things.
Yeah.
You know, a teenager, a transformation in their body. We've all gone through it, unless you're a super late bloomer. You just whatever. Like some people do have, but the overwhelming majority, we've all come to teenager. Like that's almost every single story is when they were a teenager, they had this transformation in their body
Yeah.
and they got the superpowers. It's all coming of age type of things. Losing a loved one. Look at Batman. He lost his family. He lost his mom and his dad to a robbery. That can be an allegory for almost anything.
Yeah.
So, Batman, and then Batman, he became the thing that he feared.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say he became, it's not like he became like a murderer. I don't know. Actually, kind of in the dark Batman where it starts to kind of blur that line. Like,
Yeah,
is he
right?
the good guy? It's kind of a cool little idea, but it's all those type of things. Superman, you can think of going to a different neighborhood, going to a different school. You are now the outsider there, and you're trying to blend in and be friends and being good.
Yeah.
Like those are all stories that we can relate to.
Yeah.
Like I said, Spawn was he was a black character, and it was never like, oh god, he's black. Ugh, one of
No.
them Negroes. No, it was that is fucking cool. Cyberpunk 2077. The author is a black man. Why? Like the thing that pisses me off is I have to say that. Look, he's black. I'm white. I love black entertainment. But that's what we grew up watching. I remember watching Spawn. I remember seeing the games, seeing the movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's not even just a race thing too. It's even a gender thing. Like, okay, my very all-time favorite movie ever is Overboard, the original 1987 movie with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. The best movie of all time. Anyway, they recently, well, last few years or whatever, had redone the movie with Anna Faris and some other guy. Okay. Now, I boycotted watching that movie for quite a while because I'm like, you cannot redo my movie. Like, I was just like, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, they are like the best Hollywood couple ever. But anyway, and I did eventually watch it. But see, in this movie, the roles are reversed. Well, now it wasn't the rich white woman and the poor white man. Now it was the rich white man and the poor white woman. Like the roles completely reversed. And I'm like, what did you do, people? Why? Like you literally, okay, it's bad enough that you decided to try to remake a classic, but now you're trying to fuck with it. Like, and to me, that's my thing when I see things like, okay, well, Superman is gay, Spider-Man is black, blah, 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 blah. Like, why are you fucking with it? Like, can you not think of any thought in your head or a new character, a new story? You literally just have to take something else and just fuck with it just to try to be, I don't know, woke or cool or whatever. Like, I would be more inclined to and think it was more, uh, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but if I were to see a brand new superhero that had come out and that
oh, they did.
superhero was
They did.
gay or bi or whatever, then okay, cool. Like that's awesome. This is this own character. This is a new superhero or new whatever that's a black guy or a Native American or, or. Like, I don't understand why you got to change shit. Because the funny thing is, if you were to try and role reverse things, now, if you were to take Pocahontas, put it as a white girl, oh, nay, 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 shit would hit
Oh,
the fucking fan. Or Mulan.
but the
Like,
thing is,
no.
but the thing is, but those are all telling a story. It's even like with Pocahontas, it was, that the Aboriginals aren't seen as savages, that they are seen as wonderful people that love their land. And then the white man comes over and is trying to conquer it, and they end up realizing that they're not like the man and the woman aren't all that, like, it was almost like a forbidden love, or
Well, yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, the evil white man really wasn't as evil as they thought, and the savages weren't as savage as they thought. They actually had a lot more in common, and they did what? They made unity. They
Yeah.
unified. Like, it's come on.
Like, and like, and that's all you're seeing is the gender bending, and the, like the whole, like, the newest Star Wars stuff, or like Captain Marvel. The thing is, and if we brought this up before, it's the idea of the hero's journey. You never play, anyone that's played a video game, you're never, if you started at, whatever, level 50, and you have all the best equipment, and you never do anything wrong, well, that's boring. That's really fucking boring.
Yeah.
No, you start as level 1, and you start to progress. You learn the world that you're interacting with. You understand your faults, the things that you did wrong, and that, like I said, just that hero's journey. Captain Marvel had no faults. None. Was just a badass woman from the start. Well, that's not fun. That's not a hero's journey. You can't relate to that. Can you relate to always being perfect and never doing anything wrong ever?
God, I wish. Mind
Like,
you,
if
that'd be really boring. I'm
yeah,
not no.
no, life is supposed to be, it's we're constantly failing. Constantly.
The failures and all the bad shit that happened to you in your life are what make you who you are. It makes you persevere. It makes you a stronger person. And you're supposed to learn from past mistakes and make yourself stronger, not just,
Well, and then, and I think it's super disingenuous, and I'm really happy that our oldest is into books, because we can get them books where they're, you know, like To Kill a Mockingbird was being banned because of the racial connotations with it, that this was a black slave and this was a white man defending him. It's like, no, it's the story. It's the story that this guy was saying, I will defend this person because I think being oh, fuck, I'm using a bad word. But they deserve the same rights and same treatments as everyone else, regardless of skin color.
how could anybody even think to ban a book like that? Like, it's literally showing somebody fighting for somebody else.
Yeah. Like, and it's but the thing is, it's different skin colors. It is a white lawyer fighting for a black field worker, or like something. He was something like, it was a field worker, just a farmer. He wasn't well educated, but the lawyer was saying, "No, I will defend you," even when people were trying to lynch this lawyer's home, and he was saying, "No, I will defend you. I will not give in to this," because he's the guy is saying, "No, I believe what the people that are trying to put you in prison for," because I don't know if you remember, but the girl was saying that this guy had raped her, and so he was saying, "No, I never did it. I never did it." And the lawyer was
Right.
saying, "Because of the evidence, no, I don't think that you did it, and I will defend you." And he kept saying, "No, no, no." Or maybe it wasn't that he raped her, but the guy and the girl were a couple, and then her dad found out, if maybe that's how I'm remembering it. And I think it was like the dad was trying to say that he had molested the little girl in this. It was
Something
it's
along
so
those
vague.
lines.
Yeah, but it's, those are hard topics. Those are hard things to talk about. But it's the idea of, this person is innocent, and regardless of their skin color, they should be afforded the same treatment as anyone else. It's like, now that we're not reading those books. We're not reading, you know, like I said, I've been reading Atlas Shrugged. Sorry, I'm only like 6, 7 hours into the audiobook, so fuck. It's a 50-hour book, so
Slacker.
um, but like, it's those type of those stories that, yeah, we're all entitled to that, and that, like, To Kill a Mockingbird was mandatory in school because it showed you that. And I even when reading that book, I never thought, or even after, like, we would read the book and then we would watch the movie after, it was it was never the thought of, "Oh, it's a black guy." But it's the thing that, like I said, the thing that upsets me the most is the fact that now we have to preface it with that. "Well, that's a black character." What? How about that's an amazing story. Like I said, with Spawn, his wife was killed, was died, and he ended up making a deal with the devil so that, or no, she didn't die. He died. I think he died. Fuck. Now I'm forgetting it. He made a deal, well, because he died and he ended up making a deal with the devil that he would do the work for the devil. He would not be able to see his wife, but he would be able to, like, see that she's okay. It was that, like, what are you looking up? Can't see that far. I don't have my
It
glasses.
was
Oh, my
Spawn is
glasses.
Spawn is Albert Francis, who was born in Detroit, Michigan. Simons, or Albert Francis Simons, sorry. Simons was burned to death and sent to hell, making a deal with the devil. Simons agrees to come back as a hell spawn to serve whatever if he's allowed to see his wife Wanda one last time.
Yeah, so there you go. Like, that, like, to me, that is powerful. That is the idea of, I would give up everything to see this person one more time. That's a that's actually really fucking heavy.
Absolutely.
Like, how many people would wish that, I just want one more time with this person?
I would.
One more day. God, like, like, that's a story. How many people, I wish I just had one more day with my grandma, with my father, with my aunt or my favorite uncle, or, my brother, my sister. Maybe I would love to see my child one last time because they died of something. And then, oh, well, let's just eat Spawn's gay now. It's like, what? His sexual, that's the thing. His sexual orientation has nothing to do with the story. That's the thing. It's never been about that. No one ever cared. And anyone that did, well, I'm sure you're probably scored pretty low on your fucking SATs.
Well, yeah, but I
Like,
mean, you can't, like, dude, the guy's making a deal with the devil to see his wife one last time, but he's
he loves
actually gay.
but he loves cock.
That
Oh.
that's quite the deal to make for somebody if he's not like it just I don't know. I don't it just find a different character, make a new story. Stop trying to fuck shit up.
But that kind of ties back in with, like, when you see the companies are pandering, don't you feel cheated? Don't you feel like, well, only new characters they came out with, what were they called? Snowflake and Safe Space.
What the fuck is that?
Look it up. Look up this Snowflake was, I don't know, some kid that I think got offended or melted because he just, when things got hot, snowflakes melt. But Safe Space, well, yeah, like, really? Those are the superheroes? And for anyone that thinks, like, "Oh, fucking superheroes are lame," a lot of it was, like, the people that made those characters, they were trying to get over something. They were writing themselves and creating adventures vicariously through those characters. Like, yeah. Are you looking up,
Yeah, I really
Snowflake, Safe Space, and
yeah. Marvel branded tone deaf for non-binary superheroes called or Snowflake and
oh,
Safe
no,
Space.
they're tone deaf because they didn't have a non-binary character?
Well, yeah, of course.
This the thing is, you can never appease this type of stuff. So Walmart, you know, hey, you know what? You want to spend millions of dollars on this stupid shit? Please do it. Maybe you guys will go out of business and real companies can actually, people that actually businesses that actually care. Maybe they'll actually come in and do the job that you guys refuse to do. Is this not the dumbest fucking thing?
I'm sorry. Safe space?
Yeah.
What kind of lame ass name is that for a superhero? Like, I
But if
don't
you
care what he is, but like safe space.
like, is that not like that is literally like an oppression checkbox, sheet. Oh, it's non-binary, it's an African, it's a person, a minority. Oh, but they're wearing pink and the other one's wearing blue? Oh, but I bet they're bucking the trend of being gender neutral. And it's like, what?
Hold on, sorry. Oh, okay, so Marvel Comics. Okay. Snowflake sports cropped blue hair and matching spandex and is non-binary, a person who doesn't identify as male or female, and creates snowflake-shaped blades to throw at bigots, free speech advocates, and haters.
Do you hear how fucking stupid that is?
Space
These are your superheroes. Free
Sa-
speech advocates.
yeah. And safe space can create pink force fields for defending against those same haters.
You- Please. Free speech advocates. So people, okay, so we Walmart fucking crash and burn. I don't give a shit. Fucking globalist company that literally does not care. They'll just try and pander and pander and pander. Free speech. So if you say something that hurts my feelings, and I've said in Canada, we do not have free speech. I was actually talking to a lady, when we were talking about that Zips, the shit show that was Zips. And so I was talking to a lady there, and I don't know how we got onto the topic of it. Like she was obviously like very vocal. She's like, "Well, it's funny that we have to wear a mask, and look at this guy, he's not." And I don't know, somehow we were talking about like, "Oh, I'm not from Canada, so I don't know what free speech is." I was kind of joking. And she's like, "What, you guys don't have free speech there?" I'm like, "Nope. Hold up, Section 1, our Charter of Human Rights. We do not have free speech." And she said, "That is fucking terrifying." I said, "Yeah, you guys should be fighting tooth and nail for the right for you just to say things." Even the thing is, free speech and bigots. Please, someone, if you ever see a bigot, please show me. I would love to see what an actual bigot is because it makes no sense to me.
It's funny. Well, because in this article too, it says that one critic had called the comic extremely tone deaf and making a mockery of the LGBT community, which I'm totally going to agree with that. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean,
But that's the thing. Even when they try to pander, you cannot satiate the mob. Okay, so I was looking up the thing of bigot again. A person who is obstinately or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is uh, prejudiced, prejudiced, against or antagonistic toward a person or people on the basis of their membership to a particular group. So they're literally trying to what right? The types of people that they are literally fighting against. Oh, well, you're a white man. Oh, white people are just evil. That sounds pretty bigoted, doesn't it? Unreasonably attached to a belief,
mhm.
opinion, or faction. Man, it's I don't know. At what point do you start calling the kettle black? Or the idea of
Why's it got to be black?
well, fortunately or unfortunately,
That was a shout out to you, Nova. My favorite black man.
And how did that expression go? What is it? When fighting monsters, fear that you do not become one yourself. For when you gaze longly into the abyss gazes back.
Yeah, it's
That's just
along those lines. I think it was, when staring at a monster, be careful you don't become one well. But yeah.
yeah. So when you stare longingly into the abyss stares back. So it is always the idea of becoming what you were vowed to fight, becoming the monster that you were trying to destroy. So that sounds pretty bigoted. A free speech advocate. That is, I didn't see that part. Free speech advocates.
Right?
Oh, those evil free speech advocates.
I know.
Whatever. All right. Is there anything else? Let's get the fuck out of here. This
I
stupid shit hurts my brain. I can't think this stupid. I can't even try to think this stupid. Fuck him. Trudeau can go suck it. Oh, how he threw away his opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. No.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Sorry it was a little rough in the beginning there where we were sorting out some sound issues here. But thanks for sticking around. And again, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Comment.
Don't be a bigot, leftists. Stop being a bigot.
Yeah. And check us out on Rumble, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, everywhere else you want to listen to podcasts. We'll be there stalking you. And we're also going to be following you on Facebook and Instagram and Tyler's favorite, TikTok. But anyway, everyone have a great day. Hope you all had a really great week. And yeah, we will see you on Monday. Bye.